Hey, welcome to Shecago Nails and Makeup. Just give me 5 minutes just so we can get everyone in here. Grab your snacks, grab whatever you need, have your questions ready, and we'll get started really soon. But just give us 5 minutes, okay? Welcome. Everyone is welcome. There are no dumb questions. This is a place of learning. This is a place of real business talk for beauty professionals. So in a few minutes, we'll get started, okay? Welcome to Shecago Nails and Makeup. Just give me 5 minutes just so we can get everyone in here. Grab your snacks, grab whatever you need, have your questions ready, and we'll get started really soon. But just give us 5 minutes, okay? Welcome. Everyone is welcome. There are no dumb questions. This is a place of learning. This is a place of real business talk for beauty professionals. So in a few minutes, we'll get started, okay? Welcome to Shecago Nails and Makeup. Just give me 5 minutes just so we can get everyone in here. Grab your snacks, grab whatever you need, have your questions ready, and we'll get started really soon. But just give us 5 minutes, okay? Welcome. Everyone is welcome. There are no dumb questions. This is a place of learning. This is a place of real business talk for beauty professionals. So in a few minutes, we'll get started, okay? Hello, hello, hello. Quick announcement. People are still grabbing this sale. It is still going, but I'm about to take it down because it's the first of the month. I left it running way longer than I was supposed to. And that's really because I forgot it was up. So the Boss Up 30 code is still working. Boss Up 30. Boss Up 30 is still working for 30% off those two items. I forgot it was still up there. I keep forgetting to take it down. So it is still active if anybody wanted to know. How is everyone doing today? Let me see what we have here. I haven't even looked at comments. See who we got here. Tina. Hey, Tina. Hey, Tequila. Hey, Keeping Netty. We got Minded Minds here. Hey, Danny Kane Lux. Hey, Rolly Eats. Hello. QT Social Club. Hey. Doing my nails right now. Hello, everyone. Yes, yes. That's what we want to hear. Hello, Lisa. How is everyone doing? We got Mika in here. Hey, Mika. Hey, good to see you. Love the spray. I asked someone how did they like the spray. Good. You like the spray? Yes. You know, I haven't really been doing anything lately, but that's my go-to spray. Glad you like the spray. And if you don't know what she's talking about, she's actually talking about, where is it? She's talking about the new callus spray that was just introduced maybe like a few weeks ago. It's what I've been using for over 30 years. It will soften up that skin. You hit it a few times and it's non-toxic. It's very lightweight. You don't have to use a lot. Just let it sit for a few seconds, like 10, 15 seconds, and you just start filing with a regular foot file. You'll see that skin rolling off, and you will amaze your clients once you figure out your timing on it. I'm just saying. Veronica Gomez, hey. Did I say hey to Lexi? Hey, Lexi. Hey, Leilani. And beautiful you. Hey, beautiful you. Hey, beautiful you. You said Mind and Mind said the spray is bomb. Yes. Woo. Woo. Yeah, it works. It works. And it's just something, a little concoction I came up with a long time ago, and I've been using it ever since. I use it in my big salon, my small space. I don't use anything else. Like I said, that was that Be Natural stuff with that acid in there that breaks me out. So I don't use that. I bought it one time and never used the whole bottle. Like it just, I bought the little small bottle for $15. It's too acidic. And everybody's skin, it breaks me out. My skin literally starts to peel. So I said I had to come up with something that would not do that. So what I have come up with is gentle on the skin, but it's effective, seriously. And it has like antibacterial properties in it because it's like one thing that I could tell you is in there is tea tree oil, you know? So yeah, it's really good for the feet. So I'm glad you all like it. I just want to get some feedback because people have been purchasing it, but I wasn't getting the feedback. I know what I thought, but I just wanted to make sure. Yay! Yay! Look, I said, what am I going to talk about this week? I was supposed to have a special guest, but we got to link that up probably for next week. Still trying to link that up, but that's okay. It's so much to talk about right now, and I thought about it. Like I told you all, I said I'm always seeing stuff online. I said, wow, this is something that I need to talk about. This is not an easy subject. You all saw the title, right? Move my phone. You all saw the title. I wasn't even really planning on coming live today, but I think we should talk about it. Is it a good time to become a nail technician? With everything that's going on with COVID, is it a good time to become a nail tech? Is it? What do you all think? I'm just wondering. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that grammar. That's terrible. Let me edit that. That cannot stay up on the screen. It's two words. Is it a good time to become a nail technician? I really want to hear what you all think. What made me say this might be a really good subject to discuss is because one of the groups that I'm in, somebody posted and said, I am so, something like this. I should have screenshotted it. I am so saddened right now. I just had to cancel 49 appointments for the month of November. I don't know what I'm going to do. Something like that. And then all these people came up under there like, me too. I think I'm going to have to shut down my books. Da, 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 da. So is it really a good time to become a nail technician right now with COVID happening? And then we're going into phase 2 of this. Really phase 3, but that's another story. Is it really a good time? Oh, don't roll too far. Hold on, my little thing rolled away. Oh. Is it a good time? Miss Mary Moore says, I say no. It's been hard to gain people's trust. Speaking from my own experience. Okay. And I'm seeing that a lot of people are like, wow, like somebody just canceled all of their appointments for November. All of their appointments. So I'm just trying to gauge what's out here. What are people thinking right now? Because while I have this channel, you know, what's happening right now is not normal. None of us have ever experienced this. I don't always have all the answers for everything. It's very uncertain right now. I don't want to be the person that guides people the wrong way, because then people will be jumping down my throat and arguing with me. And then it's like, I don't feel like arguing with people because I live this life for real in real life. And this is how I pay my bills. So my viewpoint is different from a person who does this for a hobby or does this on the side or aspires to do it. My view of it as a working full-time nail technician is totally different. It's just like saying, you know, I don't know, something happened and you're a bus driver, you got to just stop being a bus driver. But if being a bus driver, if that's how you pay your mortgage, that's how you pay your bills, credit cards is, you know, up to here. You got kids to feed. You got a light bill to pay. Christmas is coming up. You're just going to stop doing it. Sometimes people do what they have to do. It just depends. I guess my answer to it is, it just depends on where you are in your career. But I'm going to go way back to my very first, well, it's not my first, but like that video I said, how bad do you want it? How do you become a nail technician? I'm going to say that I had a plan. And when I was becoming a nail tech, if you really went back and watched that video, I was an Uber driver. So I was already, you know, I already had a side hustle. And for me, I always have at least 5 to 7 streams of income. Most real full-time entrepreneurs don't just rely on one source of income, because things like this can happen. Things like this can happen. I can break my hand and I can't work for 2 months. You get what I'm saying? What do I do then? And even without COVID, what would you do? So being an entrepreneur, if this is how you really pay all of your bills, once you really get deep into it, you start thinking about the what ifs and how do I prepare for the what ifs? And this is the reason why a lot of people don't become a full-time entrepreneur, because they're afraid. And a lot of the things that they're afraid of are good, valid reasons. But as a business owner, you have to have a contingency plan at all times, because this came out of nowhere and just knocked everything down. People are literally shutting their doors. And this is why it's good to always prepare all the little things that I'm saying. And I'm going to go into, is it a good time? But I'm talking about just how I view it. All the little things I say, like investing in the stock market, you know, I always save money. I'm always saving. I shop like crazy, but I save like crazy. And unlike a lot of people, I only shop after everything is paid. I only shop after everything is where I want it. And then I'll treat myself. And I treat myself weekly. But I always make sure I take care of my business. I always try to make sure I have all these different streams of income coming in, you know, and just because anything can happen. A car crash that breaks my leg, break my arm, a fire could happen in the building or whatever and burn up everything. Now I'm out of commission for a couple of weeks. Where's the insurance? You get what I'm saying? So it's different things you got to have in place. Have retirement, have insurance for different types of insurances. We've been talking about that. And I gave everybody an assignment, like, look this stuff up, because just like Corona happened, it don't have to be Corona. What if something happens? Is it a good time to become a nail technician? The real question is it a good time to become an entrepreneur? It just happens to be nails we're talking about. I always say that. It's all becoming an entrepreneur. I'm going to read some comments, then I'm going to give my real like yes or no answer. I feel like it's a good time to become a nail tech because there's a lot of free time to practice and perfect your craft and understand how you should do business in the future. This time will pass. Boom. Good comment. All of them are good comments. But this is time to show clients how our cleanliness and quality of work is important than going to a chop shop. The beauty industry doesn't die. People find a way to get their services done. Now, it's funny you say that because during the coronavirus, I have been bombarded with people. I've never been this bombarded by strangers in my life, ever. And if everything shuts back down, that's going to kick back up. I've been doing nails, but still, I have just picked up a part-time job to help with the client loss at this time. Boom. And you could do that, right? Hi, Lavina. Oh my God, you've been missing, girl. How you doing? I'm doing good. You got to catch up on the video, see what's going on. Elizabeth said, but I do think on the other side can take it as a benefit to work on your business. Yeah, it's a lot to think about. To me, it's no right or wrong answer. This is just good discussion. Difficult question, but it's very uncertain. And that's why it's like, no, yes. We haven't been through this before. Difficult question, but it's very uncertain. I plan to go full-time in January, but it all depends on how business is for you. I also plan to do Uber Eats, DoorDash while doing nails full-time. So it's funny that you mentioned that because it goes back to what I was just saying a few minutes ago. With Corona, these restaurants and things are being shut down. They are desperate to bring in income. They have to let go of their wait staff, but they are still, the Uber Eats, DoorDash business is doing great. I have a client who works for corporate. I got a couple of clients who work for corporate Uber, and their Uber Eats is doing excellent. Excellent. So you can never really say I can't make money right now because Uber Eats is off the chain. And for people who are afraid to do Uber Eats, oh, that's dangerous. This is the best time to do it. You know why? Because they have a no contact delivery now. So you don't have to go up to people's door. You can literally drop stuff and just go get back in your car. So it's really like, it goes back to how bad do you want it. So you said this time is definitely teaching me about faith and persistence. Haven't had a client since August, but I have other means of income. I just perfect my craft. Okay. I really think the tech needs to ask himself, am I really ready? One's head needs to be in it to win, or it's going to be difficult. These are all good. See how people are thinking, right? I still haven't said yes or no because I'm going somewhere with this. I'm trying to see how people are thinking, because if you still, after watching all my videos, are looking at nails, we are entrepreneurs who happen to do nails, and there is a difference. Just like every other entrepreneur who has had to make concessions and twist some things and turn some things, just like the restaurant owners who are now heavily relying on the Uber Eats, they're pushing their delivery menu, and all those things. You as an entrepreneur always have to be ready for the uncertain, because being an entrepreneur, which we just happen to be nail techs, is an uncertainty in itself. I don't care how good you are. You could be the best nail tech there is, nails with the bling and all that, and I keep saying this, that stuff goes out of style. It's in right now. Cardi B brought that back in. Cardi B could just go natural, doing Alicia Keys on everybody, and people would die down. Believe it or not, pop culture, celebrities, they affect the beauty industry. Stylists, I worked in this industry on the back end, everything. I've been on set, all of that. The stylists set the trends. We think we're setting trends. Our money depends on the trends that are out there. Are you prepared? Are you flexible? Do you have other sources of income? Are you ready to ride the storm? Because this is a storm right now, right? Also, I got to put this up here. And for those of you all who have it, I'm a businesswoman at the end of the day, but seriously, you got to be prepared business-wise. You can get the book, you cannot get the book, but What I'm trying to tell you is we are entrepreneurs who happen to be nail techs. And if your business is set up properly, if you have your paperwork in place during times like this, you should have been. Do you see me struggling? Y'all know I just had surgery. I just had my body done. Do that sound like somebody who's struggling? I don't work for nobody. If your paperwork is in place, there were all type of grants, loans, all type of money floating around for business owners. Not so much for nail techs. I didn't really see anything for nail techs. Here's money for nail techs who had to shut down. It was so much money out here for real, legit business owners, entrepreneurs. I just received a grant. I'm not going to tell you how much, but it was thousands of dollars. I received a grant. I just filled out for it. They asked for my business information, not my license number. Not one line on that darn application asked for my license number. However, they asked for my taxes. Remember, we talked about all this. They asked for my taxes. Some of the monies that have come my way, they've asked for bank statements, and I've gotten calls verifying documents. So, is it a good time to become a nail technician? Well, you should already know what my answer is. Hell yeah. It's always a good time when you are in the right mindset to become your own boss. It's always a good time to become your own boss, to become an entrepreneur when your mind is in the right place. When I say when your mind is in the right place, yes, I do tell everybody to go ahead and, practice on your craft and all of that. But I think too many of us are getting caught up in just that portion of it. Have we branded our business? Have we put it on paper? Have we told the government and given them their proper monies due? Where's your bank account? Where's your documentation of the monies you've made? Are you setting all of that up? That is how you're prepared in this time. So is it a good time right now? It is a good time to get started. It's never going to be the right time if just because of coronavirus. Because like I said before, during the coronavirus, all the people I know in the industry have been bombarded. I know one person, her salon was vandalized, okay? Like everything tore up. Her clients just simply moved to her house and she's been busy. And I'm gonna tell you what else she started doing, because entrepreneurs, we're resourceful. We have no choice but to be resourceful because we got bills to pay, okay? We're filling out for every grant, if you want loans, if you want to get loans, you can get loans. They were available. There were all type of grants. And let me tell you what else she did. She started selling edibles. She started an edible business and the girl stayed busy. Matter of fact, I've given her like 4 or 5 of my clients and she's made so much money. She was calling me saying, I need to bring you a gift. And I told her, girl, I got stuff here. I don't really do edibles like that. But I was like, girl, you don't have to bring me anything because I brought her so much business. So what I'm saying is, the question is not, is it a good time to become a nail technician? The question always going to be, are you ready to become an entrepreneur? Because becoming an entrepreneur is more than designs, and even learning how to do acrylic or even learning how to do a perfect red nail. Are you ready to get your stuff in order? Are you ready to get your brand on point? Are you ready to get you an accountant? Are you ready to put the correct insurances in place? So when things like this happen, you're prepared from many different angles, because Corona is just one thing that can happen to an entrepreneur. Okay. I've been through a fire where my business had to shut down for a couple days, but I thought I was out the woods. But because that business next door to me caught on fire literally to the floor, through the floor, that's how bad the fire was. My pipes kept freezing. My pipes froze numerous times that winter because that person failed to have insurance on their business, and it affected my business that winter because it sat there for 2 years like that, and it affected my business. Those are the types, you just never know as an entrepreneur what's going to affect you. This is just an example of watching a real entrepreneur weather the storm. But because I have my stuff in order,
I'm not saying in a bragging way. I'm just trying to get you to wrap your mind around this outside of being a nail tech. If you have your things in order, you can weather storms. If you know how to market yourself, because I had to really I've always marketed myself well because that's my professional background. But I had to really get creative in how I made money during that time. But also being financially responsible with my money, I was able to weather those storms because I had to wait for the city of Chicago to come out and thaw those pipes out. And they take their sweet little time with stuff like that because I was a small potato when they got major pipelines and stuff freezing all around the city. So I'm saying, yes, it is a good time, but it's not just a good time to become a nail tech. It is a good time to sit down and figure out how to get your business going. Business going. So it's a lot to this. That's the fun part. That's the fun part. But you got to look into insurance, which all this stuff I say comes together, right? All this stuff I say comes together. I've only had one person come back with the homework assignment saying that they called a company and they said they didn't have that particular coverage, but they were going to refer them to, because I read the comments, they were going to refer them to a company who did. If you have State Farm, I can tell you State Farm has all type of coverages for the entrepreneur, okay? They will not let you get off the phone if you mention other coverages. I know American Family has it. I'm pretty sure Allstate has it. It's a lot to think about. It's more than the nails, but you can always survive almost anything. I've been through fire. I done been through fights. I done been through crazy nail techs, crazy boyfriends threatening to bust out my windows, having to shut down and leave out the back door. I done been through a lot. I done been through crazy wives calling up there thinking their husband is messing with one of the nail techs, so we got to shut the doors and everybody leaving out. I've been through it all. I've been through a little bit of everything that has caused me to lose money or to shut down temporarily. But because I put other things in place, I always survive. And you don't wait until things go awry to say, oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to help me? What am I going to do? It's too late. If you wait until things go wrong to try to have things in place, it's too late. We have to do these things in the beginning because we are entrepreneurs who just happen to do nails. So I will say during the coronavirus, many people have struggled because they don't have their stuff in order. And a lot of people are not going to admit that. But I promise you, if I sat down in a private conversation with some people, I bet you I'll win some money. It was so much money available for business owners during Corona. Me and my friends was calling each other and texting each other, sending each other links. Did you know Lowe's, like Home Depot, Lowe's was giving out $20,000. $20,000. But if you just look at yourself as a nail tech, oh, I don't qualify for that. So your eyes are grazing. Oh, that's not for me. That can't be for me. Yeah, it's not for you because you're just doing nails. You're just doing nails as a hobby. But if you're a business owner and you think like a business owner, you're going to be looking at that Lowe's $20,000 grant that they had 2 rounds of. Hennessy. See, y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Hennessy was giving away money. Hennessy, what you drink. All the brands you spend money on during the coronavirus, they were giving away money to business owners, not just people who do nails. Business owners. But if your mind is not in the right place, and I'm about to get emotional because I didn't even know what I was going to say today. I said, I'm just going to go live. I'm just going to let God lead me. If your mind not in the right place, you don't see the blessings in your face because you have not done all the work. You're doing the fun part. Okay. Hennessy was giving away money. I forget how much Hennessy was giving away. They had 2 rounds. PayPal was giving away money. PayPal was giving away like $20,000. They had 3 rounds. Okay. The city was giving away money. A lot of these hair brands was giving away money. Hell, Fashion Nova was giving away money with Cardi B. I filled out for every darn thing. Me and my friends were sending each other links after links after links after links. Fill out for this, fill out for that, fill out for this. We was filling out for everything. All my business owner friends, not just in the near. I got a friend who owns 3 Mexican restaurants. She called me. She don't even speak good English. And she called me and we was on the phone like, she like, Chica, you don't like, I don't know, I'm going to call you. I'll text you what I find. She's like, okay, I'll let you know too. We were business owners. We were congregating. We were helping each other. And we were passing links to grants. Okay. It was so many. I got a whole folder of grants. That's what I was doing. Okay. That's what I was doing. It was so much money out here. A lot of people didn't get the money and they hollering broke because they don't really run their business correctly. They don't even think they qualify. They were helping the small business owners. A lot of people just don't know. And you can look at the mom and pop and say they've been open for 30 years. You'd be surprised that they will sit there and that nobody's there to help them to tell them. It was money. I'm not gonna throw no. And here go another thing. Then I tell my little sister that she get pissed at me all the time. A lot of people around me get pissed because when they come to me, if you come to me with a problem, I'm not gonna sit there and go down towards me with you. I'm gonna help you figure it out, and I'm gonna give you some work to do. And a lot of people don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the research. They want everything handed to them. What was I about to say? Oh, I tell people too, if it's something you want to know, like when I talk about the stock market, teach me the stock market. Teach me the stock market. No, I taught myself. I just started in the stock market. I'm not even a year into it. I get on YouTube. I Google stuff. I am also, this is another gem that people forget about, Facebook groups. There's a Facebook group out here for every damn thing. A lot of these grants and stuff and all this money that was floating around for business owners during the coronavirus, I found out through the Facebook groups. I'm in like 3 different Facebook groups for business owners during the corona. There are specific groups that just came about during corona because I'm a researcher and if you are going to be a business owner, the other thing you got to be is resourceful because nobody's going to hand you stuff. You got to be resourceful and you got to use your critical thinking. I'm not trying to be smart with nobody, but this real talk. You got to be a critical thinker because they know a lot of your friends work 9 to 5s. They don't think like that. They told what to do. When you are a business owner, you have to come up with the solutions your damn self because you got bills to pay. Okay. I didn't sleep for days. It was one application I was filling out and my friend from Georgia, actually my accountant, she was calling me. She like, it didn't go through. We stayed up till 4:00 in the morning trying to get my application to go through. I stayed up all night to make sure the application went through. I had to put it through probably about 20 some times. And then I had to wait like 20 minutes to get the email to see if it went through. And it kept rejecting. It was some little bitty thing that I was missing. But I stayed up all night to make sure because I was going to grab every dollar that was available to the business owner. Okay. Let me go back because I feel like I skipped over something. Facebook groups. There's a Facebook group for everything. When I log into Facebook, I stopped looking up and down my timeline because I could really give a shit less what the people on my timeline are doing because they're doing the same old thing, posting a million pictures of their kids and the meal, every meal they eat and everything. That ain't helping me during this time. I stopped looking at them. When I log into Facebook, I go to my groups. I have joined so many groups in this year. I am in about 4 investment groups. And all you have to do, look them up. I'm in a group called the Savvy Stock Sisters, Young Black Professional Stock Investors. I've joined all those groups. And that's how I found a lot of this money during Corona too, because I joined Facebook groups. The information is out there. The information is out there, but if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you have to be resourceful and you got to be a critical thinker because it's not like a 9 to 5 job. Nobody's going to hand you the information. There is no manual to this. There is no emergency procedures because this is an emergency right now, right? So there is no procedure for this because this has never happened. So that's when it's like you got to put on them critical thinking hats. And if you're not busy over here doing like this, you should be busy doing like this, Googling. What does this mean? I'm quick to go on Google and say, how to invest in the stock market for dummies. What money can a small business owner get? What money is available for small business owners in Chicago? What is there Corona money in Chicago? That is literally how simple I type things into Google. We overthink, we overcomplicate things, and we're being a little bit lazy. I'm sorry. And I don't even think it's that we're lazy. I just think that a lot of us are we don't believe in our own common sense enough to try the most simplest things. That's what I think. I think that a lot of us just overcomplicate things and we don't even try the simplest things. The simplest things will lead you to such big things. I'm telling you, the last little piece of change I got, my friend, I was on the phone with her. I kid you not. I was on the phone with her and we were just talking about something else. And she was like, oh, I forgot to tell you, it's this grant. You know what, the deadline tonight. It was like 10:30. I said, I gotta go. I said, what's the name of that? She said, okay. I said, I'm gonna call you back. I hung up on her ass and I filled that darn grant out and I got it. Do you hear me? I got it. I don't play when it comes to stuff like that. Everything I heard about, I was filling out for. Yes, and I even filled out for Fashion Nova. I didn't hear anything back from Fashion Nova, but I filled out for everything. Even ABBA, if you know about ABBA, I think it's ABBA. They're like the grand poobah in the beauty industry. Like they're an association, and they put together a lot of those big shows and stuff. They had money out there. It was so many grants. Some of them $500, some of them $1,500, some of them $20,000, some of them $10,000, some of them $5,000. That money was out there for business owners. So yes, it's a good time. It's always a good time. The thing of it is, are we ready to become an entrepreneur? I'm gonna go up to the comments because I just want to. Ooh, y'all know that was the spirit moving. Y'all know when I get like that. That was the spirit. That message was for somebody. I'm scrolling up. So somebody said they haven't had a client since August. But see, you know, I hear these things, but I still have to say, you all are not being consistent with the stuff I'm telling y'all to do, because there's no way, unless your work is just terrible and you're terrible at taking pictures, there's no way. There has to be some inconsistency there. There has to be. Because what happens is a lot of people will do something for a couple of days. They don't get a response of what they thought should happen. They put it to the side for a minute. They come back to it and they say, well, it's not working. It's not working because certain things like this, you have to kind of like, you got to really be consistent. Like, if you notice, I'm always going live on Sundays and Mondays, you know, so it's just consistency. Even like YouTube algorithms, it recognizes consistency. And can you all thumbs up this video, tell a friend, all that good stuff? I forgot that all those little things matter because it helps the algorithm to understand that I'm a legit channel. You can subscribe, you can like. Also, hit that notification bell. That really, 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 really helps. So, okay. Had to throw that in too. You said, I really think the techniques asked, am I really ready? And that's, yeah. I said that already. But are you really ready to be an entrepreneur? Because you really could do it at any time if your mind is really focused in it. You said, I feel like it's a great time to be an entrepreneur. Yes, people, let me tell you something. All the people I know, that's what I was about to say. The Facebook group that I'm in, those people are really like, it's some people in that group that are really on top of it. There are people who've gotten over $100,000 in free money during the coronavirus because they have like a dry cleaning business or something like that. They've gotten $100,000, $200,000. They may have gotten a $250,000 loan, but they only have to pay back $100 of it. You get what I'm saying? It was money out here for those who were resourceful and who did the research and was filling out that darn paperwork and who had the taxes and the stuff to prove that they were a real business owner. See, it comes in handy in times of emergency. It's perfect time to tap to your creativity and to figure out what you are interested in. Hey, ladies, this is a hard time for nail shops, but it's going to be all right for my mobile business. Exactly. The world is uncertain right now. I'm praying for us all. Right. And some people may say, well, I'm not going to catch the coronavirus. I get that. But just like a lot of people who are out here, all of our essential workers, the people who are ringing up your groceries, the people who are doing anything when you're out and about, the people at the banks, touching all that money and stuff, people, I'm so sorry, I'm such a pig. The people at the hospitals, everybody is putting themselves at risk at some point. If you want to be an entrepreneur, sometimes you're gonna do things you don't want to do. Just like those essential workers out there doing what they don't want to be out there. They want to, but they don't want to. They want to come home to their family too. But It's just like if your job told you had to come in during this time and you knew you need your job, you got to have that same dedication like you got to somebody else. You would have to have it here. You just take extra precaution. Wear your mask. Take the temperature. Have them wash their hands. If this is what you do to pay your bills, it is what it is. But you know, everybody does what's best for them. But what if this goes on for 2 years? Who can afford not to work for 2 years, especially as an entrepreneur? We have to do what we have to do. You say, I love the sisters, always giving us what we need. Look. I don't know what just came over me, but thank you. But when I get to talking, I didn't know what I was going to say today. I said, Tanisha, can you even hold a show talking about that? Is that even enough to talk about? But it is. Because that was the angle I wanted to say. Entrepreneur who happens to do nails. It's true. It's 100. It's true. I'm just saying this is the angle I'm taking. You said, I hear you, but if people are afraid, then none of the paperwork matter, even if you aren't a nail tech. If no one is supporting you, then how do you have a business? So, Ms. Mary Moore, you've been on my video a lot of times, and I got to tell you, your mindset needs to be shifted because you always look at the dark side of things. I'm trying to tell you, you've been on my videos enough to know. Everybody I know to do nails and hair ain't had no problems. Matter of fact, we've been bombarded. I keep saying that. Bombarded. Because if all the discount salons have to shut down because they have a storefront, where are all those people going? You got all these people collecting all this extra unemployment. You got all these people getting all this extra money. You got people that was sitting on stimulus checks. I don't know. I would have to say you will probably need to have a consultation to see because there's something else going on if you're not getting any business. Because that's not it. The business is out here. It's stupid out here right now. Like there is no, people are not, it's more people that are not afraid. Like, I don't care. I can't be walking around looking crazy. If you remember, there was even a thing in the media down in Florida where some judge or something got his hair cut and they were like, he was a hypocrite or something. Some mess happened. But you even had government officials that have been criticized because despite everything they're telling everybody else about standing in the house, they getting barbers and all that. Even Lightfoot was, I think, that's our mayor here. Lightfoot was criticized for going to get her hair done. So trust me, certain people are not afraid. There are more people who are not afraid than are afraid. I promise you. Just saying. Dropping gems. Wow. You wondered about all that. It was so much money out here. Yep, I'm doing that also with the stock market. Yeah, I'm teaching myself the stock market. And people hear me talking and I might post something on Facebook. So people are like, you got to teach me. You got to teach me. I'm like, hell, I'm still learning. I spend so much time watching YouTube videos. I'm teaching myself options now. I've spent hours on hours teaching myself options. I did a little test run with some options. I lost $20, but it's okay. It was just $20. But I'm resourceful and I invest time into whatever it is I want to know. But a lot of people want the fruits of stuff, but they don't want to put in the time or the effort. And it's like, I'm no different than you. I'm no different than anyone else. I just put in the time for what I really want. I just really do. Investing in your business is more than just money. And I think that a lot of us got to wrap our mind around that part too. Investing encompasses more than money. Investing in yourself is overwhelming, but you gain a lot of knowledge. Yes, it's overwhelming. But what happens is if you are consistent, all these words go together, right? So if you're consistent and persistent and you're resourceful, over time, you start to see like, you start connecting dots. Oh, wow. Okay, let me go grab that information. Okay, now that makes sense. Okay, wow. That's how that starts to happen. But a lot of people just want it all. Here you go. Here it is on a silver platter. Go make all this money. That's not how I go. That rarely happens in anything in life. It's just not, y'all. We all know that. We all grown. So we know that ain't the way it happened. But it's just, I think this is a weird territory for people. And a lot of people are afraid because it's artistry. So we found all type of reasons to be like, I can't do it. It ain't going to work. And if you say it ain't going to work, then it won't work. You said, I agree. Maybe I'm just in the wrong city or state. The black people here hate on each other and refuse to support each other. Well, there's your problem. There's your problem, honey, because you just said it. Why you gotta do just black people? Girl, once you're licensed, there's a whole page in here that has all the different careers. It's a whole page of different careers as a licensed nail tech. Once you're licensed, you could be working anywhere. You could work so many different ways once you're licensed. It has nothing to do with, see, you putting yourself in a box. Because I do everybody. And I've been in many places where I'm the only Black person. I don't care. I got a video out called I Only See Green. Look it up, and I'm telling you, it's a whole video about how I don't care. I only care about money. And that's true. Wall Street Trapper on YouTube, if you want to learn investing. He is good if you want to understand the stock market. That's what I'm saying. There's so many YouTube channels, and it's so crazy because back in the day, it was hard to get information before cell phones and technology was so, we had to go to the library to look up stuff, and it would be dated. Nowadays, people have stuff literally in their hands. Everybody got these fancy-ass $1,200 phones and won't use it in the whole world. Anything you want to know is sitting in your hands, and majority of the information is free. A lot of people wouldn't have made it back in the 90s because we ain't have phones like that. We had big brick phones, and you was a baller if you had a brick phone. You had to go look stuff up, look stuff up in the phone book, go to the library. That's it. Get you a Britannica encyclopedia. Like, man, to me, it's easy. It's easy to pretty much make yourself into whatever you want to be these days because the internet, it's like anything you want, you can just look it up. Literally, you can just ask Google. People without real businesses receive grants, and people with real businesses were denied. That's what I'm saying. It was so much money out here that people were scamming. So the people who are struggling, a lot of them just don't know. I feel bad for a lot of these older mom and pops. They don't have anybody to guide them and tell them there's so much money out there to help them right now. They don't know no better. They're afraid. Because even scammers, people were scamming and getting money. People without real businesses, like you said, it was so much. Like people who shouldn't even have money right now have a whole bunch of it, and they shouldn't even have it. Just saying, that's right. Oh my gosh, so true. You overthink too much. You think yourself right out of it. Just start researching and writing down stuff, making notes. Shoot. I have the 30-day manual just reread and implemented some steps already. Yes. Now, there's no way to put every little step into one book, but I'm telling you, it is a great framework to get started and get your mind kind of thinking about how you want your business to look. And I'm telling you, it's times like this where you'll be glad you did it. You got your license, you got your taxes lined up, you got your, all your paperwork, your EIN, your business, bank accounts, whatever it is you want to start out with. You don't have to do all that on day one, but at some point we got to structure our businesses correctly. I said that and I haven't given up. I go live, I make ads, etc. It's my location and your demographic. Yeah. That it's hard to even answer that. It just really depends because all situations are different. There's a reason why you haven't had any clients. There's a major reason why. It could be your social media. I got to get on my 30-day nail tech boot camp. I love this book so much. Yes. But see, y'all got to get somebody who's like me to sign that front contract with you so they can hold you responsible to complete the weeks. That's the first part, the contract up front. You got to get somebody like me to sign it so they can be on you and not telling you what you want to hear. And my work is good, so I'm lost. It could be your pictures. It could be your hashtags. It could be a lot. I'm glad I don't really need a website for being a nail tech, but booking page, Instagram, and Facebook. Yeah. See, everything has evolved so much. Like, to me, it's no reason why. And the internet has made everything like, here it is on the platter. It's just that you just have to spend the time and pull it all together. Law of attraction, concentrate on what you want, not the opposite. Exactly. Whatever you put out in the universe, if you put iffy information or iffy energy out in the universe, you're going to have iffy results. And matter of fact, hold on. I don't even want this stuff resonating through y'all done made me go get my sage. If you put out iffy energy into whatever it is you're trying to do, you're going to get iffy results. Some days you're going to see a little glimmer of light. Then other days, it's not going to be looking so good. That's because you're not fully invested. You're not fully like this is going to work. Because a lot of us think that things are going to, I just love the smell. It calms me. A lot of us think that things are going to work right away. Sometimes it may take up to a year. If you can make it through this time, You'll be able to make it through anything. For real. I'm not trying to look at the dark side. It's just my location. It's a big popularity contest here. The majority don't look like me. I'm still trying though. Okay. I haven't been on your videos in a while because I feel like my questions are stupid to you. I'd be legit trying to get good advice. Oh no, Miss Mary Moore. It sounds like you might need a consultation one-on-one because it's hard to just focus because there are so many questions I would have to ask to pinpoint what's happening. Because if your work is good, it don't really matter in the location unless you're just down in the Delta somewhere in the middle of the country where there's nobody around you for miles and miles. Is something missing? There's something that's lacking. It's hard for me to tell though, just here on the live. I'm about to open my basement up in a week or so, doing acrylics and pedicures, doing my best make a client feel like they're sitting in the salon. Look, if you see some of my lives, you see the background. I ain't in the fanciest setup right now, but really people know I know what I'm talking about, and I'm giving individualized attention, and that my work lasts. And as long as you're in a clean space and you get people in and out, not wasting their time, you should be good. If you can view your analytics target run ads to people who like your posts. Yep. Hashtags. Yep. Hey, Muni. See, people are giving good advice here. You turn your dining room to your workspace. Look, I have worked out of my bedroom before on a sewing table. I said that before. My grandmother's sewing table. That was my first nail table. You remember back in, well, maybe they like that now. Sewing tables fold out like that and the sewing machine comes up. Well, I put like a board over that part where the sewing machine was. And that's where I worked for a long time. When I was in high school, I didn't have a nail table. Hold on, I'm going to stick this over here. Oh, and by the way, I said even in the waiting thing, no, there are no dumb questions, But I do notice that your mindset needs to shift. It is a bit on the negative outlook of things. There are no dumb questions, but I am going to say what it is from what I read, and I will say that. I do try to do everyone, but this is a red state, just being honest. Where I live is mainly Black people, so that's why I said that. Well, I lived in Georgia for 5 years, and that's really booming. All those southern states, to me, those people are more into beauty than other states. I'm here in Chicago. Believe it or not, people here in Chicago are more natural. And a lot of girls here are like, I don't need makeup. I don't wear makeup. So in Georgia, everybody wore, and they go in the mall wearing heels. So to me, red states, they're more materialistic. Go on your Explorer page, type in cities, right under their post, comment cute shoes. I could give you a bomb set of nails to match. It works. Yeah, it's a lot of different techniques. And here's my question. Have you looked on videos on how to get clients? Because that's a technique right there, getting influential people in your area. If you don't have the pool, you get the people who do have the pool. There's a story about that in the book. There is. It's one of the story times about me coming back to Chicago and getting an influential person. So many techniques. We have to start somewhere, branch out when it's time. Yep. And sometimes, depending on how bad you want it, sometimes you have to shift up. But I feel like I've done nails in so many, I've done nails in 4 states. So I don't know. You're not trying to work at a salon. You want to and will have your own salon. Okay. Thank you. I got my Blues Clues notebook taking notes from all this. Okay. I'm sorry, but I refuse to believe anything. Wait. I refuse to believe it's anything that I'm doing. All of the suggestions, done it, do it. Okay. See, you always going back and forth with everybody in every video. So if you think you got it all, you know everything, you've done it all, and it's just not working for you, then ain't nothing else I can say, is there? Because I've been through this before with you. I mean, if you know it all and you've done it all, ain't nothing else to say, is it? There's nothing else to say. Maybe that's it. That's all. Sage time. Yeah, y'all done made me pull out the darn sage. Don't give up. Sometimes just time each other. I don't know, Miss Mary Moore, because I'm gonna tell you something. I don't like people that be like, if I'm trying to tell you something, help you with something, if you got to rebuttal everything I'm trying to tell you, instead of listening and really absorbing it, it's not going to help you. And I don't want to take your money and then you say it still didn't help, because I can guarantee you, we could do an Instagram takeover right now, and I can guarantee you I could point out some stuff, because I refuse to believe that you just ain't got no clients and you've done everything you could do. I've been in this business too long. That does not happen unless something is lacking, something is missing, could be better, something you're missing. But I don't want to go back and forth. I don't know. I thought I was the only one. Yes, get that negativity out of here, Miss Mary. Keep going. We are sending you positive vibes. Yeah, because you've been on a couple videos with this and everything you like. And I know you fresh out of school. You think I'll remember? I remember what's going on with everybody. And you already all in your mind in this negative space, and you fresh out of school and you say you don't want to work in a salon. And I keep telling you, my first advice is to work in a salon, because you can't learn the business in your house. You can learn bad habits in your house, and you can become closed-minded in your house, but you got to get out there in the business so you can learn from other professionals and learn about different beauty cultures and how to handle different situations. But if you refuse to do that, and you want to do it your way, and you're going to work in a salon, and you're going to have your own salon, and that's it, that's all, then everybody has to have their own journey. So if you already have in your mind that it's not working, but you have this big old goal down the line, I guess you will figure out. My goal for this channel is to keep people from bumping their heads and wasting a lot of money and time, because I'm older and I wish a lot of these things I would have known. But channels like this, no channel like this existed. Like, the only thing that was on YouTube was a couple of girls doing nails, but I had to learn a lot of this stuff the hard way. I'm telling you. So you can DM me, but you need a consultation, and that's on Shecago Beauty Source. You will need a consultation. Sage is the business. Rid the negative energy. I hadn't burned sage in a minute. You should always have good advice. I try, and I just went on a rant. If you're in Nebraska, you need to be working in a spa. In a rich area. See, I just gave you free advice. I started doing nails at the age of 36, and I promoted myself no matter if I got 1 or 100 likes. Now my books are full. Don't give up. Your time will come. That's what I'm saying. I know Miss Mary is fresh in this industry, and girl, you too fresh to be saying this ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. I'm doing that ain't gonna work. That man said it ain't gonna work, because you ain't been out here enough to say what is and what's good and all that. You need to be in the spa. That's what you need to do. It's going to be a shock to your damn system. I promise you it is. When I worked for Elizabeth Arden, it was a shock to my system. It was 2 other Black girls, but when it was all said and done, I was the only Black girl there. Working with all these wealthy women and Polish girls. They taught me so much. Them Polish women, they taught me some stuff. That's why I learned about capping and all the little fine micro details. You're not going to learn that in your house. And you're going to take bad habits into your own salon. You won't have a well-rounded experience. The best business people have done it all, from being the cook to being the waiter to being the cashier. You got to be willing to do the things, the grunt work, so you can say, you can know how to problem shoot, because this business is more than just the nails. You're going to run into some difficult people, some weird situations. You ain't going to know how to handle it. You might handle a lot of stuff wrong and bump your head and waste a lot of money, lose clients because you didn't handle it correctly. Not pricing yourself correctly or underpricing. There's so many reasons why I suggest doing I say start from the ground up. If you're not willing, if you just want to go straight to point Z, then I don't know. I don't know what to say. New policy, long time no see. Okay, Miss Mary. Miss Mary, it's you. It's you. You like to argue, I could tell. No, I really want you to have the best career possible. But it's been a couple times that it'd be you. I don't think you see it, but I think other people on here see it. We want you to have a good experience. But I see that you don't really listen. You want to do things your way. And I'm saying, like, it's always a way. But I can't monopolize the live with this. If you would like a consultation, it can be purchased on Shecago Beauty Source. JSX Beauty. Hello. I think you're new. Amy. Hi. See. Wait. The book is filled with so much wisdom and gold, worth every penny. Good. I hope y'all are sticking with the weeks though and doing it week by week. And I really want you all to get an accountability partner. Like I explained it and all, and it's the reason why you need somebody to hold you, because like I said, I think people just scanning through the books and like touching on stuff they want to do. It's set up a certain way for a reason, week by week, to get your mind wrapped around not just doing nails, but being a business owner. Like for real, it's strategically set up. You see, I haven't, I'm gonna say started in the salon, but I'm listening to people like you and others. So I'm listening and reading and doing it all with the open mind. Yeah. Because I'm telling you, this business, boy, this business will take you and crush you up and throw you in the garbage. It will have you crying. Clients will have you crying for trying not to kill them. Other co-workers will have you crying. Salon owners, but it will make you a strong nail tech and a savvy business person, because you'll have all this different experience. It's so important to get that experience. So a spa is a good place to start. Should someone from the from school start? Well, I said that because of the area. Because if you're in a place where it's like kind of difficult, if you're licensed, you can always do a spa or a hotel. I said a spa because the hotels are not doing well right now. So that's why I specifically said a spa for a place like Nebraska. See, that's why I said there's so many little details that may change my answer. There's no one answer, but I could tell you from my experience, based on each individual situation, what can be done, because there's always a solution. So that's why I said it, because hotels is empty right now. But spas are still, they're trying to kick it back up as much as they can. And that spa experience is like, it'll have you like very, and they teach you how to become a good salesperson. They teach you how to perfect the nails. But in a spa, you ain't gonna be doing all that acrylic. I can tell you now. Now the spa gonna be natural, but the spa will groom you. Some of us need to be groomed too. Like we need. I'm on here vaping and doing it, but I can put it on, honey. I can switch up, put my hair in a bun. If you looked at some of my pictures, you saw me when I was working at the airport. I had on all black with boots, and I was like this with my nail file. I can turn it on, honey. But I've had all those different experiences. I know how to work in any environment, so I can always be making money. If I gotta shut this down, I can go work in a hotel. I can go work in the spa. I can go work on my own. I can go do some agency work. You know, because I've done it all. I know how to behave in each one, because each one is a different environment. I can go work in an all-white salon, an Indian place. I can go work in the mall with the Asians. I can go work anywhere, because I've done it all and I know how to blend in. If you combative and argumentative and you know it all and all that stuff, or you don't want to listen, you're going to have a problem in this industry. It's going to be problematic, because even with some of these clients, some clients are like difficult, and you got to be like, okay, you know, like, oh no. Hey, Sarah, I'm not typing that. I'm not even clicking on some of this stuff, because I feel like I'm so behind on, hi, China. Thank you. Hey, Tara. What's going on now? Y'all don't be arguing. We're supposed to be learning how to make money during this time and how to get our business going and all that. It's really hard to like really get up under my skin, but I just say what it is, because at the end of the day, I'm okay. I'll help anybody, but some situations need a little more help, and then that becomes a consultation, because now I got to sit on the phone and figure out your situation, your experience, your background, take a look at your social media, figure out what your money looking like, what you got to spend. Do you got a car? You got kids? It's so many different things. Then we could tailor a solution. My point is, there's always a solution. Always. So happy to see you too. Miss Mary, you should book a consultation, but you got to have an open mind if you do that, okay? Because, yeah, you got to have an open mind just to answer the questions and then to write down what I say you should try next. If you book the consultation, you got to be ready to listen. You got to be ready to listen, because I'm just going to answer a line of questions, and I'm going to make notes And then I'm going to start building out a plan for you. That's what I do for everybody. Everybody. I can't, well, I'm trying to close out this box. I can't close it. Come on now. Hold on. This is a laptop I don't use that much. I only use it for lives. So it's kind of hard. Sometimes I kind of hold on. It's about to do something weird. Oh, no, no, no. That's what I wanted. Hold on. I think that's what I wanted. No, I'm trying to close out this box so I can see the rest of the comments. It won't let me do it. Oh, oh. Is that the box down there? It's like in a weird space where I can't click it. Okay, let me do something. Nope. There we go. Okay, sorry. Okay. Hi, Chris. Wear my favorite color. Thank you. This is my little jogging suit from the beauty supply store, honey. They be having some cute stuff sometimes. Just started taking being nail tech seriously after dabbling in it since 15. Love your videos. Thank you for all your gems you're dropping. No, thank you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Don't forget, you guys, it really helps if you, first of all, subscribe, of course. And then if you can, like the video. And then hit that notification bell so you know when we're going live again. But I think I'm so far behind on comments, so I'm kind of scrolling. Aretha, you sure did. Just bought your book. You're ready to put it to use. Already applied to a few schools in your area, which are at least 2 hours away. You from the Mississippi Delta. Do what you gotta do because you're gonna look back on it, it's gonna be a memory. I tell everybody during hard times, it'll be a memory. And I used to drive far, far, far for gigs, for jobs. Did what I had to do. Looking back on it, it was all worth it though, because I'm able to help others. And then I know what not to do. And I know, yeah, I saved myself a lot of headache these days. You worked in an Asian salon when you got your license, and they really had my back knowing I was new. Yeah, some of them are really, really nice. Some of them can be, it's so many, they have different salon cultures too. Just because they're Asian don't mean anything. Like, Asian salons have different cultures. I've worked in high end and low end. The lower end were nicer. They were just so happy to have me there. They needed help. The mind, yeah. And I just got into sage, you guys. We were talking about the sage. I got a couple of friends that are all into chakras and all this stuff. I used to be like, yeah, whatever, whatever. But I do have to, I sage my house on a regular basis because there's just too many energies coming around me. And if I'm really anxious about something, I will burn my sage too because it calms me. I'm on the waiting list, so I hope it's a good time to be a nail tech because everybody in school, I'm a licensed speech therapist, and we are needed all the time. And I feel like the nail business is the same. Oh yeah. Nail business never fell off. It fell off for those people with storefronts because they had to close by law. They could not have that storefront open with all those people in that enclosed space. But sure, oh my God, during Corona, people were like, I'll pay double. Seriously, like, I'll pay double. I'll pay you extra. I don't care. Like, for real. Somebody said, how much is the consultation? It varies because you can do I think it's like 15 minutes up to an hour. So you can customize the amount of time. So it depends on how much time. And I call you on time. So I tell people when I reach out, I say, look, have your questions and everything written out because I don't want to waste your time. And I really want to get down to it. Like, what we talking about? And I just start questioning you. And then my brain starts to go. And I have not done a consultation yet where I have not been able to come up with a plan for that person. Not yet. Not yet. Because it's always an answer. It's something that person is not seeing that I can instantly probably see. Being an outsider. I just took my practical today and passed. Failed 10 years ago and decided to try again. Yes, I was offered a job as a mobile tech by the instructor. How do you feel about mobile services? I like mobile services. I like them. And right now, I will be careful about going into people's homes right now. I don't know. I feel like I would want people to kind of come to me where I can kind of control the contamination. But mobile services is a big business, baby. I had a lady last year that was paying me $100 an hour. People say she lied, she lied. Well, I have people tell me all the time I'm lying when I tell them my life story. But my friends say like, no, she's a different one. Yeah, $100 an hour to come and do her and her family, because I keep telling everybody, stop thinking everybody broke. Everybody ain't broke and everybody ain't struggling. So people can afford mobile services tend to have extra income, extra discretionary income. So though you're dealing with a higher end clientele and people who can afford it, just make sure you look very polished when you go into people's homes and you go your mobile. Make sure your towels all match. Make sure that you're not carrying a bunch of crap into their house. You need to look very polished, poised, and you should have a very compact space. There's a lot of options on Shecago Beauty Source, but actually I just posted something up there yesterday or day before that I thought was really cool for traveling. It's a bag, and it actually even has the slots for all your polishes to go in. When you go into someone's house, you don't want to come in with big all this stuff like you're moving into their house. That's you're not looking as polished as you could. So you want to have a very condensed case that makes a lot of sense. You need to know how to pack your case, and you need to look very neat and crisp, and you need to get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out. And also, and this is a big deal, you can't be afraid of dogs, because I was afraid of dogs, but being a mobile technician has got me over that. But there has been a house that I've gone to where the dog was very aggressive, like he was going to bite me. And I stepped in the house and the dog was about to bite me. And I wouldn't go further into their house. And I was like, and they're like, oh, he won't do anything. Everybody say their dog won't do anything. That's annoying and rude to say that. But he won't do anything. The dog was about to bite me. So then the husband picked up the dog and then tried to calm him down and put him back down. And then he came at me again like he was about to bite me. And I said, okay, I'm not going to be able to do your nails if you're not going to put your dog up. And the wife was offended, but I was dead ass serious. And I was going to call my agency and tell them that I was refusing the job because I felt unsafe, and I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to. And the husband ended up taking the dog and the baby and going upstairs. And I ended up smoothing things out with the wife or whatever. She tipped me and all that, but that's the only time I've had to do that. And I've been in houses with dogs. People have like 3 and 4 dogs loose. And I didn't feel that way. But with that dog, I felt like that dog was about to bite me. He was actually coming towards me like he was trying to get me. I don't play that. So if you're going to do mobile services, that's something that you cannot be afraid of dogs. Just be, I'm not afraid, but certain dogs, you're going to have to deal with animals. That's what I'm going to say. And that's something nobody ever thinks about. Okay. For someone in the East Coast, where would you say is a good place to start? I'm in Philly. Love your videos, by the way. Philly. Philly, they really get in on the hair. So if you from Philly, you know about Crazy Hands, right? You know about that girl, Crazy Hands. You should try to link with her or get in her salon. She just opened up a new salon, right? I would say in Philly, you can make a lot of money in one of them weave shops because they big on the weave down there. And if you can get with Crazy Hands, I would definitely say if your work is good and you do all that, do a lot of bling and designs and stuff, go down there and try to work with Crazy Hands. Do you think we're going back into shutdown? Mm-hmm. They already shutting things down here. Like I don't know the exact rules, but I know I'm in a Facebook group where they're arguing right now about they're shutting down all the restaurants and they can't serve food. They can only do takeout. They can't. Yeah, we definitely wanted to shut down. But I was just telling my friend, I said, I wonder after the election, I got a feeling that we're gonna see a flip. It's gonna be subtle because it's not gonna be obvious, but I just wonder. I'm just sitting back till after tomorrow because I got a feeling some of this is smoke and mirrors. That's just me. I could be wrong. I wish you the best in getting to school. Hope you hear back really soon. Miss Mary Moore, I'm going to end up blocking you because I feel like your comments and numerous videos have been, it's just too much for me. It's just getting disrespectful. So, oh gosh. Thanks, girl. I'm so freaking excited. God gave me this gift over a year ago and I'm ready. Yes. Thank you. And I have a crazy dog too. I understand. He won't do anything, would never be spoken, laughing out loud. He's going to get put up when people come over. I'm more worried about people's kids. And yes, yeah, it's like I get that people say that. And for the most part, I believe that. But that one particular time, I was like, you got to put that dog up, else I'm not going to be able to do it. She was a little salty at first, but that dog was too aggressive for me. And like I said, I've been in people's houses where it was like four dogs at one time. And that was the story I told where the lady was so into doing her nails and her baby, one of the dogs was getting aggravated with the baby. And I picked her baby up and started doing her nails with the baby in my lap. There was four dogs in that house. And she just was letting that baby aggravate those dogs. Yeah, Crazy Hands. Oh, she real popular. Crazy Hands. Oh, yeah. She just opened up this salon. It's all pink. Keep your focus, and I'll tell you what happens sooner than you think. I've been there and it happened so fast. Yes, Latis. Okay. So I guess I went through all the comments. You guys, I don't be want to argue with people, but at the same time, I can't have a lot of disruption and stuff in here because this is a good platform for us to be positive and to kind of learn. And I just don't like a lot of back and forth banter, and I don't like a lot of life is already hard enough. And so this is a place where we can come and learn from each other and kind of uplift one another. And so if somebody is being like combative and constantly want to go back and forth about nothing that doesn't have to go there, then I can't help you. I can't do anything else. I'm probably just not a good fit. And that's okay. And that comes with, just being mature and not taking things personally, but I can't have disruption in the thread. Are there any tips you can give about learning how to cut back on time as a beginner? It depends on what service you're talking about. With acrylic, a lot of people do a lot of double work, like over filing and shaping the nails. Why are we perfecting this? All you need to do is etch up the nails. And then with shaping, you only need to do a small amount, of shaping, because once you put the acrylic on, you're going to have to go back and reshape it anyway. So that's one way if you're talking about acrylic. And then some of it just comes with repetition. Sometimes we're just not doing it enough. So if you're only doing nails like 1 or 2 a week and then you don't do somebody for 2-3 weeks, your speed is never going to get to where it needs to be. So if you need to pick up your speed, then you want to start setting a timer on your phone and just trying to, find ways to skip overdoing. A lot of people do a lot of over filing. And then I'm going to go to this too with acrylic. I have a class just for laying acrylic. It doesn't go into anything else but laying acrylic, because a lot of us are laying acrylic in a way that makes us have to do too much filing to get it back smooth, because we are over manipulating the acrylic. When I tell you over manipulating the acrylic, and if you can lay acrylic really well, you don't really even have to file acrylic. You should just be able to you can really just shape it and buff it once you get good with acrylic. So a lot of people are losing speed there on over shaping the nails before they lay the acrylic, and the acrylic application is not its best. And then you end up spending a ton of time filing after. Boom. So if you learn how to lay great acrylic every time, seriously, if you learn how to lay this acrylic smooth, I got a set of nails. I think they're up here. Freshly laid set. Did I take the picture down? There's too much stuff up there. I had a set of freshly laid acrylic. I might have taken it down. And it was right out of, here it is. You see that? That right there, all I had to do was just perfect the shape and go around the cuticle real quick with the drill and then buff, because that acrylic was boom. But that right there will kill you. That, especially that after you lay that acrylic, a lot of people spend 40 minutes, 30 minutes just filing down acrylic, trying to make it even. That's where a lot of people lose their time. That's it. Question. Consultation. How do we know which amount of time we need? I would say 30 minutes or more. 30 minutes. Yeah. Y'all, this ain't the first video. I've been trying to be patient. My patience is, I'm getting older, but I can only do so much. I can only, but yeah, 30 minutes or more. Right on. Yeah. I sculpt with my acrylic. I try my best to shape so I don't have to file so much. Yeah. That's the thing. A good acrylic application will save you a ton of time. Bad acrylic application or over application or uneven application will add on so much time, and you will tear your hands and your wrists and stuff up too. We trying to, that's the key. Like that, laying that foundation correct. Laying the foundation. Look, y'all, I'm trying. I think I do good. I think I do good. I stop everything I'm doing to listen to these gems from everybody. I feel like she messing with my money. Look, y'all, I'm trying. I tried like 3 videos. I cannot. And I never had to do that. That's what's bothering me. That, but it happens when you're dealing on the internet. Like I cannot. So I guess that's the answer. Yes, it's a good time. You can still become a nail tech because you're trying to become a business owner. And it's what better time than now, have you some side hustles and extra ways of making money. Like I told you, my hairdresser friend, she started selling edibles. I am not telling you to sell edibles. I'm just saying she did what she had to do. And her salon was vandalized during the riots and everything that were happening across the country. And she still made a way and ain't skipped a beat. Whatever it is you know how to do. My other friend, her daughter, she made her daughter start a headband business. They making hundreds of dollars. All sorts of things, but they're still doing their original plan. So it's like, how can we say we want to be a business owner or entrepreneur if we are ready to bail on the business as soon as times get tough? As soon as times get tough, you want to stop. As soon as times get tough, you like, I can't do this. Well, you can't be an entrepreneur because it's going to be more tough times. Something else, it don't have to be Corona, will happen for sure. That's just part of life. Things will always happen for sure. I was thinking the other day, I was driving, I'm like, I looked and I said, God doggone it. I pulled up to the light and it was like a van in front of me. And I could see in the reflection of the van and my headlight is out. And I'm like, it's always something. But you know what? I've been through so many somethings. I kind of laugh because I'm like, I knew something was going to happen. And I know you say, well, it's just a headlight. Well, a headlight on my car is like $200. So it's not cheap. And I'm like, shh. But I always expect something. I'm just like grateful that it's not a bigger something. It's always going to be something. But I don't let that stop. And I didn't just turn around and say, well, I'm not going outside today. I can't do this. Oh, I can't do it. It ain't going to work. I'm not going outside. I just kept driving. I said, the police pulled me over. I'm going to act dumb and act real coy and hopefully I can flirt a little bit. I didn't know. And the dealership just opens. It opens on Monday. I'm definitely going to call. And if I got a ticket, I got a ticket. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just learned to roll with the punches. I can't let everything get me all like off my square all the time. And I can't be around energy that does that. It's too much. Because for sure, things gonna always come. All right, love. I'm on the site. Can't find a consultation area. Can you email me? Well, I do like to do everything digitally because, as you know, I keep track in my website, my analytics, all that goes to my accountant. It's under education. It's under education on the website. When you go to the drop-down menu, it's under education. It's the book, it's the class, and it says like donations, consultation, and it's a drop-down menu. It's right there. Please. You said I'm the great just of all time. Look. I handled that professionally. I'm glad because I was telling my friend, I used to have a really bad temper and everything. And that's because I'm older now. And I've been through so much. And I realized that a lot of people, It don't be. It's like you'll never make them happy no matter what. And that goes with clients too. And I tried. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna keep trying. But you know, oh Lord, now I just got a message from this lady. I'm not even gonna read that. Liquid to powder ratio is also very important. That's in the class. That is in the class. And thank you so much. New policy. I love. I'm on the site. Oh, yeah. You say you really need the consult for sure. You should see it on there. I hope you see it on there. You should see it on there. Let's do something. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. See, this is the website, right? So if you go to shop now, you go to beauty education, you'll see it right there. See, consultations, advice, donations starts at $5. And then when you click down, oh, it starts at 30 minutes. Sorry. So 30 minutes is 50. 60 minutes is 85. Like that. And those are just donation amounts. Like that. You got it. I love your energy, positive vibes only. Thank you so much. And that really makes me almost want to cry because I have done a lot of self work to try to work on my energy and just meditate and trying to better myself because, just talking about life in general, like a lot of people have, I can hang on and say people have done me wrong or people have hurt my feelings and all that. But I'm like, you know what? You can't change other people. You can only change your response or how you handle or how you internalize things. And so I have made a serious effort to kind of protect my space and just work on how I respond to things and not take things in so deep because then I'm going to respond and I'm too old for that. And, I want my health and everything to be in good order. And I don't know if you all notice, I normally lift weights. I'm a weightlifter. I can't get to the gym and lift weights right now. And I don't have an energy outlet, so I cannot. And I don't have no boyfriend. That's another energy outlet right now. But so I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful because I can't, it's no real energy outlets right now with the corona. Just saying. Just saying. So yes, I agree, Mika. I've always commented that Shecago has been such a tremendous figure in my journey. Oh, thank you. Y'all gonna make me cry. The advice, the inspiration, the motivation she gives is just amazing. I'm so grateful. No, I'm grateful for you all. Like I'm grateful for you all, seriously. And I'm even surprised that this many people have logged in because I'm only live on YouTube. And usually I go live on YouTube, Facebook, personal, and I'm like, because there's a lot of my clients on my Facebook page. So I'm like, I don't know, I'll just keep it probably on YouTube. So thank you. And I'll be trying to make everybody happy, but at the same time, I gotta keep it real. And I want everyone to survive, like to make money. This industry is like stupid. It's stupid money in it. And, even if you're not that good, you can make a lot of money. I know a lot of people that are really good and don't make that much is people who are just okay. I know people who just do nothing but like simple manicures and pedicures, and they make a lot of money. And even if you don't have to make a lot of money, you can definitely make a salary to survive. Like and like just doing it full time, you should at least be making like 50 or more. Like definitely. And that's on the low end. Like, so that's a salary where you may not be rich, you may not have everything you want, but you are okay and you're doing what you love. That's what I'm trying to get everybody to a point where they can do what they love consistently and not on the side. Like, how many people wish that they could do their own thing? They don't even know where to start. So this is to me, it's a unique channel a very unique channel where we specifically drill down on just nails. And all this stuff kind of translates to anything in the beauty industry. But I'm saying, like, I appreciate you all. And I didn't say this either. New policy, I really appreciate the donation. I'm telling you, all these donations help because I pay for a million apps and stuff and software to make all this stuff work. So, Sarah Star, she sent you a. I'm old. So what does that mean? Like I feel the same way. Y'all know I'm old. You appreciative? I'm appreciative of you all. I'm telling you. That's why you hear me live. Keeping it. I need you to put a picture up. When this COVID mess is over, I hope Chicago does a nail boss weekend retreat. That would be lit. Ooh. I should do something like that up in Atlanta because they have those cabins. They have those cabins. And I was just talking to my friend about doing a cabin trip here, but they have some really nice ones up in Georgia. Where we just bring all our food and everything because going down those woods is no joke. But it wouldn't even be expensive. It have like the hot tub, the grill, like everybody just donate a small, will pay a certain amount, like $150. Because every time I've gone, I pay like $150, and we just lock in for the weekend and we just cook breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, chill in the hot tub, we grill. It's tables, everybody got a bed, it's mini bathrooms, it's TV, internet, everything. Now, I might look up something like that again because I'm always in Atlanta and I would definitely want to do that. We just got to vet the people that are coming up for a weekend and, just make sure everybody's on the same page. And yeah, I think that would be cool. Maybe we'll shoot for that for 2021. Would you all really do it though, like for real? You would do your best to be there. I don't think it would be expensive. Stuck at home, Corona. I miss your lives. Kevin Valvadinos, where have you been? Hi. I would love to meet all of you. Yes. And then, we can bring our nail supplies and stuff too. Do each other's nails. That would be so lit. And you already know we got to have the wine. Even if you don't drink, you have to drink that weekend. You have to. That's like a must. You got to click it off on the paper. But yeah, maybe. Okay. And I don't even think it would be expensive, but the only thing would be like probably flights for people. Hey, Megan. Elizabeth, hey. Wait, perfect acrylic every time was where I learned everything. I remember commenting to Chicago that I was lost in school. I wasn't being taught nothing. Yeah, that happens a lot because most teachers, a lot of them are cosmetology teachers and they really specialize in hair. And nail teachers are hard to find, so they just throw a cosmetology, a hair teacher over there. Or they have done nails in forever and they never really did nails for real. They just happen to keep their paperwork up, so they end up being a teacher. I'm not saying that's every teacher, but that's a lot of them. That is the case for a lot of them. You in North Carolina, you will be there. Yeah, I'm thinking Atlanta, up in those mountains. Yeah, okay. Nobody, hi Noreen. Noreen, you've been making orders, haven't you? You've been putting in orders. Nobody truly knows your story, struggle. Wisdom comes in the midst of trials and tribulations, and boom, your testimony, our testimony. What God has for you is for you. You're on to new things and helping others. And thank you so much. And that's been crazy because it has become my testimony. It has become books and everything. Now, I'm going to share a little something with you all. Oh my gosh, she should just leave me alone. I'm done with it. See, still, I don't understand. Y'all. Okay, I'm going to show you all a little something. See, this is you might not like this title, but there's a reason why. Hold on. I'm always, like my testimony, everything I've been through has been a lot. It'll make you cry. So I don't know how many of you all have ever seen this book, Why Men Marry Bitches. This is a really old book. It came out in 2002. This woman, Sherry Agov, she wrote this. Argov. This is a really old school book. And this book has sold millions of copies, millions and millions and millions. And she's self-made. So I'm always talking about leveling up in your life and everything. So this is a new book that will be coming out soon. Can you see that? The Basic Bees Guide to Leveling Up. Just basically about becoming your best version of yourself. And like I say, everything I say kind of translates in life. A lot of the things we don't get in our life or hard in our life is because we are in our own way. Our thought process, the way we handle things, the way we let people get to us, the way we internalize things that people do that you can't change other people. The one thing we have control over is ourselves. And then we got the internet. So anything we need to know, if somebody don't want to give you information or don't want to help you with something, you got the internet. As long as you got a working phone with some internet, you can learn anything you want to learn. You want to learn how to play the violin. You can learn how to play the violin. You can go on Craigslist, just be resourceful, find a used violin somewhere on Facebook Marketplace, and then you can go on YouTube and start teaching yourself how to hit chords. I used to play the piano. I'm telling you, anything you want to know nowadays. But a lot of us, we be in our own head on why it can't work. It can't work because of this. Can't. No, it sure cannot, because you already put it in the universe that it can't. Instead of, shoot, I will keep going until I figure it out. There are things I'm still researching and haven't quite figured out a year later. Do I stop? Nope. I put it on one of my dry erase boards, or I write it in a notebook, because I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. Just because I don't figure it out this week, don't mean I just quit. I just keep going. So I'm just saying. Okay. You said you'd be down? Yes. A retreat. I would definitely love one too. I was just saying it earlier, I need to get away. Hey, Megan, I absolutely love your videos. Yes. And I wanted you all to see why, before I showed you that book cover, the reason why I did that, because the reason why that lady's books have sold millions of copies, she has two: Why Men Love Bees, and then she came out with Why Men Marry Bees. I bought the book twice and bought the ebook version, and I've told a lot of people about it over the years. That title is what got people, but the content is good, but the title and the cover is what got people. So that's why I put that word in there. Okay. You will save for that. And that's the thing. I don't think it'll be that much, because anytime I've done a retreat with my meetup groups when I lived in Atlanta, I never paid over $150, $175 to go for the weekend, because you really just paying for the cost of the cabin and then food for those days. That's it. Because I never left out the cabin, especially not at night, because down those woods and stuff, I'm not driving on those dirt roads, and it's bare and stuff out. No, I stayed in. I might go on the porch or something, but no. So I don't think it should be expensive. Nice. You said you said you have that in your collection. Old school. That book is that still rings true today. What you're doing is what has been revealed for you to do. Yeah, I think so. Do you think that the nail industry is becoming too saturated now? If so, do you think this is something we should worry about? Nope. Because there are thousands of people in your area, thousands of ladies in your area, and you have to look at this. Did the discount salon say that? They came here in droves and opened up. At first, they were just in California, and it was just a high-end service, and you had to have some money. But now, when things were really, really popping with them, before a lot of us got into it, they were on every corner. And at no point did they say, oh, it's too many of us. They just kept opening more, because they understood there was more people than it was of them. It's the same way now. You can't even count them, because that's a totally different service in people's mind. It's a totally different level of service. So I don't even think about other people. I don't. I just figure, like I said, if you brand yourself correctly, you never really have to worry about other people. The right people will attract. So that's saturation. Everybody and their mom wants to be a nail tech right now, but this is the thing. And this may sound negative, but it's really just the truth. So many people are not going to make it into a career, because they're not going to do what they're supposed to do to make it to a career. It's going to end up being a hobby for most people, because they're not going to make it past the hobby level. Only the strong are going to really do what they got to do to stay in the industry for real, for real. So that's why I wouldn't worry about other people. A lot of people are just gonna know how to do nails, and the nails they may do their own, but they're gonna get frustrated when business like this. A lot of people can't weather it. They can't weather it. They can't deal with the public. It's like annoying to deal with the public sometimes. So everybody is not meant to be a nail tech. Everybody want to do nails, but everybody's not meant to do it. It's not for everybody. You got to be a special type of individual to deal with the public and beauty. It's not for everybody. We can be our own worst enemy. Oh, you say you like the retreat idea? Okay. Well, let's see how we do with this corona. True, speaking into existence. Learn how to do nail shit. Yeah. Y'all need to check out Reverend Ike. Same thing Shecago saying is what he preached about years ago. YouTube him. Oh, okay, cool. I'm starting to notice my clientele is between 25 and 40. I'm only 26, but you have an old soul. I like it though. See, the right people will naturally gravitate towards you. You don't really have to. You do your branding and everything, and you put out there the image that you like, what makes you feel good, and the right people will gravitate. They may watch you for a while. I have people say, I've been watching you for a year. I've been watching you for 8 months now, but I went here. I'm so glad I came. I should have been came. You see that? You got older clientele, but you have an old soul. So you don't have to force it. All you gotta do is be consistent. And before you notice, you notice a niche there, like you have a certain type of clientele. And my clientele is shifting. My clientele is getting away from the younger girls and all that design stuff and getting into a different older crowd. But I'm older and a lot of that stuff don't even really appeal to me no more. And a lot to me, this is me, nail techs, not nail techs, nail designs are becoming way more tedious than I care to be bothered with for the amount of money. I feel like nail techs are giving away a lot of expertise for not enough money. And they're not charging like enough. Like all that color acrylic and encapsulation work with stones and all that, they're charging flat prices. I just feel like a lot of us are afraid to charge and we're giving away too much for not enough. I'm not gonna say the price is cheap, but I feel like we're giving away too much and we're not pricing it correctly. There's a difference, right? There's a difference because if you are doing encapsulation with stones, those are two different sets. That's price individually. Encapsulation should be a level of pricing and the stone should be a level of pricing. But some nail techs I'm seeing doing all this extravagant work on clients and just charging this baseline price. It's like, well, I charge $80. Yeah, but looking at the set, if you really broke it down correctly for the amount of tedious work and expertise you put into it, it should have been 140. And so that's dangerous because over time, people will not be willing to pay properly. Get what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of these new nail techs, they're great at what they do. They're super talented, but they are giving away too much for too little. Not necessarily a low price, but too much for too little. And if they were to price and really look at how much tedious work they're putting in and just start charging per finger, they will find that people will stop asking them to do as much because they're not going to want to pay for it. And so I feel like what happens is, I hope I'm not talking y'all to death, but what's going to happen is that's how nail techs get burned out because you're doing so much extravagant work and you think you're doing something for getting $80 for all of that, but you keep doing all that little tedious work for $80 and you think you're making some money. In 3 years, you're going to hate doing all of that work for $80. And that $80 is not going to look like, it's going to look like $40 to you because you're really doing a 140 set. Start charging properly and then you'll see they'll back and say, well, hold on. Well, how much is it just if I did 2 fingers like that? Well, how much if I did 4 fingers like that? That's how you keep from being burned out. We have to pace ourselves as well. You have to pace yourself because your hands and your elbows and your shoulders can't last forever, honey. Just saying. So that is what concerns me in this industry. That is what concerns me. I've been doing nails. I've been doing paid marketing on Facebook and IG, just $10, and it's working. Getting at least one new person a week. That's all you gotta do. That's all I said. I said that's boom. I said it. I said you don't have to spend a lot of money. $10 yielding her one new person a week. Thank you. You answered that perfectly. Who, me? Me? Oh, okay. Okay, I guess I did. How do we attract more clientele or keep them? That is a loaded question. I really do suggest that you might want to start with a 30-day nail technician challenge. To attract more clientele, you need to brand yourself and you need to be consistent in marketing. That's that's the shortest answer I can give because that's a very loaded question. Do you think most of us are worried about being a nail artist that does very intricate designs when we really aren't in that zone? No, I'm just no because I'm getting away from all that. I really am. It's like tiring. And to be honest with you, make the boat. You can really make more money just doing sets because your money really comes from sets. And acrylic takes time, but really some of these designs out here can take just as long as the set. And you can only just say you charge $20, $25 for the designs, but you just charge $65 for the set. This took you 45 minutes and that took you 35 minutes. But you only made 25 over here and you made 60 over there. So that's why I don't really put too much pressure on myself with the designs. I think that some of my people may be a little annoyed with the fact that I'm not pushing towards all those intricate designs, but maybe the relationship has kind of reached its peak. And I'm okay with that because I know that my marketing can pull in people that'll be a better fit for me at this time in my career. So I don't equate a person's success to the amount of intricate designs, nor I tell people don't put too much pressure if that's not what you desire to do. Like that. What is a good glue for crystals? Resin. Hard gel. Sorry, hard gel. I think you just answered my question. Okay, agreed. Okay, that pink bag. I don't know about that. Okay. Okay. I'm 28 and I only do manicures and pedicures. My clientele are older women and boss bitches, and I'm okay with that for right now. See? Because you only do manicures and pedicures. So that attracted those women. But those, to be honest with you, manicure, natural nail clients are more loyal than acrylic clients because acrylic clients will go jump in the next person's chair who's doing the latest, hottest thing if you don't know how to do it. They will leave your chair faster than a natural nail person. I'm not saying they're not loyal, but I'm saying natural nail clients are more loyal. Yes, they are. Okay, I'm not talking to you today. Okay, making sure. So true. That brings down the value. Young Nail spoke on the same thing you're saying. Yeah. It's funny because I don't have time to watch all these people, so I'm glad to hear that I'm leading people on the right track. I do watch Young Nails sometimes, and I remember Young Nails when they first started out. They were like giving samples in my school, but that's crazy to see how they've grown, and they've had a long journey, long road. Um, so yeah, I think that we had a lot of good discussion here. This industry is something else, and it's not as easy as everybody wants it to be, but it's worth it. Some people it may just end up being a career. Some people may just end up being a hobby or something on the side, supplemental income. That's not a bad thing. Um, but what it's not going to do is just like fall in your lap. It just doesn't happen. And with the internet, it's a lot more competition. I will say that. I'm new to doing nails and still trying to figure out my lane and what I absolutely won't do. Yeah, because there's certain things I absolutely don't want to do. I'm gonna tell you one thing I don't do it. I don't want to do it. Is gel nails. I don't do gel, like hard gel nails. I don't do them. Now I know that they make it is so crystal clear and it makes the designs look so good, right? But I don't want to know how to do that. I just at this point in my career, I just don't have the patience to do it. And I know that it's more expensive. And the clientele that I have right now, I'm not going to be able to push them up to that threshold, and I just don't want to do it. So I found a way to work with hard gel, but I don't do full gel sets. And I turn away people, and they'll be like, well, you know somebody who does it. I'm like, well, maybe you could try this place over here. I don't know, but I don't do gel. You can't do everything. You could, but if you find a few things you're really good at and you like it, it's okay. Stick with that. Shecago, please let everyone know. Don't sleep on that pedicure money. Look. And you got a lot of people, I don't touch feet, I don't touch feet. And I keep telling you all, people's hands are nastier than their feet. It's a video up here about pedicures, like how to, what's the name of it? The Power of the P, the Power of the Pedicure. It's a video and it breaks it down how you can make 70,000 a year just doing feet. If you just want to do feet only, how to brand yourself as a pedicure specialist. Like, don't sleep on the feet. And pedicures can take my $250 day to a $400 day. And a lot of times that's how it happens. I can have a regular 240 day, 250 day, 260 day, but because of the feet, I had a $400 day, 430, 430, you know, and that's just like doing a few people. You know, pedicures take my week from 1,500 to 2,200 a week. You get it? Like, do not sleep on that little easy, and it's fast. So, you know, like at the end of the year, you could be sleeping on like $15,000, $20,000 in income just from adding that on. Like, and why are you sending people someplace else? McDonald's just doesn't send people someplace else for fries because they only specialize in their burgers. They sell fries too because why not? Fries go with the burger. And I just, you know, I have people complaining about that. Like, yeah, my oatmeal tech didn't do feet, and I used to have to leave there and go to the Asians and get it done. And that's just crazy to me. And I know people might get mad at me for saying that. You got to get over that. You got to get over that. And once you really get into feet and see how easy they can be, they are really good challenge. That's really quick, easy money. Quick, easy money that you're turning down. Yep. Trust clients know when they're paying less than they should. And they'll keep using you and using you until they can't use you anymore. And then they'll go sit in somebody else's chair just because you don't do it. Just don't think that you're the only person. If you don't do it or whatever, they'll find somebody else. And vice versa. We find somebody else, they find somebody else. I learned that lesson the hard way. The hard gel is very messy and not worth it. Yeah, I don't want to fool with hard gel. It's some girls that can slay some hard gel. It ain't my thing. I cannot do it. I use it for designs and I use it for encapsulating on top of the nail, you know, but I don't do gel sets. I want to do feet, but I'm waiting until I learn the fundamentals in school to be safe. Yeah. Yeah, because you can cut somebody up doing their feet. But I mean, if you could do a manicure, you could do a pedicure because if you're doing the bottom of the foot, you just buffing the bottom of the foot. You shouldn't be using those cheese graters and all that. I have a whole video on that. I think it's called Are We Doing Pedicures or Making Tacos? That's the name of it. That's the real name of the video. I actually like doing pedicures over manicures. Yeah, I enjoy doing feet, but I enjoy a pedicure over a manicure any day. To me, feet are more interesting than manicures. Like, I could transform a person's foot. I like seeing a person with like not terrible feet where the toes are crossed over. That's annoying. That's really annoying when the toes are crossed over. But I'm saying like a person who hasn't had a pedicure in a long time, I can really make a real transformation. They'll be like, oh my God. And out of every service that we do, the pedicure makes the person feel the best because you massaging them legs, you getting that circulation going. They look down, they see sparkly toes. Their feet feel refreshed. They actually feel better out of every service. They feel better physically and mentally when they leave your chair from getting a pedicure. Especially if you can get that massage in real good. That effleurage, petrissage, you know about that? It's in the book. Not that book, but I'm saying the school book. If you can get that petrissage and what's the effleurage, petrissage going on them calves and the bottom of the foot and hitting them trigger points and stuff, and you can polish real neat, and you can get that dead skin off the foot, people sleep better when they get a pedicure. Yep. That's all I do is pedis and getting into medical pedis. Nice. That's yeah. Oh yeah. I love it. And I love feet too. I don't love feet, but I mean I like doing feet. I really do. Quick. Sometimes I take like if I'm not running behind and they need extra attention, I'll do what needs to be done on the feet because I'm kind of into doing feet. And that's why I said working in different environments makes you well-rounded, regardless of what you want to do individually as a person in your career. You gotta pay your dues first. And if you don't want to pay your dues, you're gonna have a hard, bumpy road. When I worked for Tricoci, I was a pedicure specialist, and that's all I did all day was feet. So I had to get over there real quick. But when I was making stupid money, and it made me love feet, and it made me learn so much about feet. And so I don't know, from that point, I just became a pro at doing feet. That's all I did. Like 50 hours a week. Feet. Ton of money in feet. Ton of money. So yeah, how do you price pedicures right now? I'm very simple. I have a simple $35 pedicure. Because when I move and I spread out and set up how I want, I'll have different levels of pedicures. But right now, just one for me, 35. Yep. When can you bring them toes back to life? When you can bring them back to life and get rid of all the dead skin? Yes, yes. Yeah. And they feel better. Even when I do my own feet. If I might come in here and sit down and watch TV, I'm like, wow, I feel better. I feel lighter. I feel better. I sleep better that night. I'm telling you, it's the truth. hmm So I don't know. Um, I can't believe we've been on here 2 hours again already. You said you was the only person in school who wants to do pedicures. Well, that's good because I'm gonna tell you places like Bliss, which they're everywhere, the Bliss spas, the hotels, and all of that. If you like doing feet, that's another thing. If you don't do feet in your license, you kind of limit yourself on if an emergency happened and you need to get it. Let's say you need a second job, you're trying to buy a house or you want to pay off your car or something. If you are willing to do feet, you have way more choices in what you can do. You can get a second job as a nail tech. You can have your clientele here and you can go work at a spa 2 days a week. You go work at the hotel 2 days a week. You can go work for agency. And people always ask me, how do you work for agency? How do you work for agency? Agencies are fading out, by the way. But if you went to an agency, and I really want everybody to hear this, you cannot go work for an agency and tell them you don't do feet. Don't even apply. I'll wrap that up with saying that seriously, for those of you all, and that's your business, that is your business. But for those of you all who I don't do feet, you can never work for an agency because guess what? Even if they do bring you on, you're at the bottom of the roster. Guess why? You're not marketable because agency work and spa work is mostly feet, hands and feet, no acrylic, hands and feet. So when you, as a career nail tech, say you don't do feet, you really just put yourself in a box. And if anything were to happen, such as a state of emergency right now, it could be anything, or you need to make some extra money to get you a new house or pay for your child's college tuition or something like that, you have limited yourself because you refuse to do one of the main things that makes us successful. And also, you've cut your income, your yearly income by about you cut the potential of your income by about 30%. So I just want people to think about that. Um, you know, going forward, feet are not that bad because you're soaking them in antiseptic and everything before you even touch them. Yet we let clients come sit and most, and don't lie, you ain't gotta tell me, but don't lie to yourself. Most of us will let a client come sit before Corona. Don't lie. Most of us will just touching people's hands right off the street. Which one is nastier? Touching a client's hand right off the street. So we got to get that out of our head too. That pedicures are ew. They're not. You're missing money. So I guess on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and get it out of here. But I really, 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 really appreciate you all supporting this channel. Please like, tell a friend. And I'm going to do a case study really soon. And I do have a guest coming really soon. So I really appreciate you all. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Okay. Bye. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Let me try it again. Bye.